Hey, what's up? It's Padee and welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how I achieved this look right here using all things Sigma Beauty. I'm super excited for this video because Sigma Beauty is one of my favorite makeup brands. I do want to mention that some of these products were sent to me and others I've purchased by myself. So with that being said, this is not a sponsored video. They're not paying me to talk about or use any of these products. So before this intro gets way too long, let's begin. So as you can see, I've already applied foundation and powder and concealer on my face. So I'm going to finish off the face with some contour, blush, and highlight. So to contour today, I'm using my Sigma Beauty Aura Powder in the shade In the Saddle. So I did want to mention that with this product, you definitely don't want to go in with a heavy hand because a little does go a long way. It is very pigmented, which I really like. I really like the undertone on it. I think it matches my skin very well. It's a little warm, but it's not overwhelming. I'm going to apply it using my Sigma Soft Angled Contour Brush, the F23. So with whatever product I have left, I'm going to just contour my nose just very slightly. And that's exactly why I like this brush so much, is that it's pretty multifunctional. I can contour my nose with it and I can, chisel out those cheekbones. And I really like that because, it's already pretty skinny, and if I did want it to get it a little skinnier, I can just pinch it. But most of the time, if I just do this lightly, then it gives me a really nice soft contour, which I really like on the nose. So now I'm going to highlight using the loose shimmer in the shade Ravishing. And to apply my highlight, I'm going to use the strobing fan, the F42. So what I'm going to do is dip the fan brush into the product and then just kind of like tap off any excess product onto my hand here, and then really get my glow on. So now I'm going to add a soft flush to my cheeks using the Aura Powder in the shade Pet Name, and it is this very pretty baby pink shade right here. And to apply my blush, I'm going to use the Powder Blush Brush, the F10. Alright, so don't get mad because technically this is not a Sigma product. However, I did want to show you guys how you guys can amp the highlight if you guys wanted to. I have definitely been loving to do this because it really amplifies your highlight. All I do is I spray some MAC Fix Plus all over my face to really set all of the face makeup in, and then afterwards apply my highlight just subtly once more. But you'll see that even though you're just applying just a little bit of highlight on top, it really just is like boom, and it looks like your highlight is just glowing and it looks like skin, but obviously it's not skin. Alright, so for this step, I really like using the tapered highlighter brush, the F35, to apply the highlight just because it can really just place it exactly where you want it to go. So again, I'm going to dip the brush just lightly into this pan of product and then wipe a little bit of the excess off onto my hand, and then I'm going to go in and just place the highlighter exactly where I want it to be. and it is just going to really amp up the glow. Alright, so now I'm going to start filling in my brows with the Top Shelf Brow Pencil, and this is the darkest shade, and I really like my brows to look dark nowadays, and so that's why I'm using a darker brow pencil. So I like to shape the brow first and find out how I'm going to arch the brow. So I like to just lightly line the bottom of the brow from the inner to the outer. And then I'm going to do the top just to figure out how the arch is going to look like, so then I can match it on the other side. Alright, so now that I have outlined the brow like so, I'm just going to lightly fill in feather-like strokes, starting with the tail end of the brow and then just kind of working my way in, but not really applying much product to the inner part of the brow because I want it to look very natural and have like gradient brows. So now I'm going to take the eyebrow brush that comes with the Brow Expert Kit, and it comes with the E75, the angled brow, and the E80, the brow and lash, which is a spoolie. And I'm going to take the spoolie side and I'm just going to brush the hairs up first here, and then just kind of blend in that brow pencil. And so now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and I'll be back to finish off the brows. So even though I do like the way my brows are looking, I do want to set it with some powder and some of the wax to make sure that my brows stay on all day and stay in place all day. So again, I'm going to take the dark brow powder. It looks like this. It has two sides, a lighter dark shade and a dark shade, but they're both pretty dark. I think I'm going to use the darker side for the tail end and maybe just touch the lighter side just a little bit for the inner part of the brow. And I'm going to use the E75 to apply the brow product. So I'm just going to tap off the excess because this powder is very pigmented. So now I'm going to take the brow wax and I'm going to warm it up on my hand first by kind of going back and forth on my hand. And then I'm going to try to really just stick my brow hairs upwards. And then go in with the spoolie again and then brush it out. So now I'm going to start applying my eye makeup, and I'm going to start off by priming my lids with the Persuade eyeshadow base. It looks like this. And I'm going to apply it with my concealer brush, the F70, all over the lid. So especially where you're creasing, you want to really make sure to blend it in well. I'm going to take my medium angled shading brush, the E70, and just kind of blend in this primer. So today I'm going to be using eyeshadows from the Warm Neutrals and Fall Softly palette. So starting off with the Fall Softly palette, I'm going to take the shades Kissing Cousins and Austere. I'm going to mix these two shades and I'm going to apply them to set the entire lid. And I am using the E55 eye shading brush to do so. I crease a lot right here on the inner corner of my lid. I really want to make sure to set that area. So if you are the same, really make sure you get into that inner corner and set. Just kind of pat that eyeshadow in so you don't crease there. So to apply my transition shade, I'm using the tapered blending brush, the E35. And I'm going to go in with these two shades right here, Heart to Heart and Lovely. And I'm just going to apply these two shades to my crease. Alright, so now I'm going to take the shade Cinnamon from the Warm Neutrals palette and apply this also into the crease, just a little lower than the transition shades that I used earlier though. So now I'm going to take the E25 blending brush with the same cinnamon shade, and I'm going to really pack this on the outer corner of that lid. This is really just going to intensify this color a lot more than just the other blending brush, rather than the other one is kind of like softly blending it on. So after I pack it on with the E25, I'm going to blend it out with the E35. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Russet. It is just this really beautiful deep plum shade, and I'm going to take my E25 and pack this color on the outer lid, but just keeping that color just lower than the cinnamon shade that we just packed on. So build up the color by just packing on more and more, just working slowly to just build up that color. So you don't want to just go in with a lot of product at first. No. You want to just gradually build in that product. Kind of go back and forth in windshield wiper motions, just very, very soft back and forth motions to really just build up that color on the outer corner to just kind of make it look subtly smoky. And I'm just going in between the E35 and the E25 and just blending until it looks very gradient on the eyes. Alright, so now I'm going to take my short shader brush, the E20, and I'm going to dip into cinnamon and apply this on my lower lash line. And now I'm going to go into Russet and just apply that on the outer corner of the lower lash line. And now I'm going to use the Line Ace in the shade Legend to create my winged liner. This is just a black liquid liner. First, I like to start off by creating the wing and then filling it all in. And to brighten up my eyes and make my eyes appear bigger, I'm going to go in with the Polished Inner Rim Brightener, and I'm going to line my waterline with this. And now I'm going to apply the Sinuosity Lash Mascara to my lashes. I applied some House of Lashes Iconic Lashes, and I'm going to apply the Ravishing Loose Shimmer with the E30 pencil brush, and I'm just going to apply this to the inner corner of my eyes for the extra pop. I'm taking a clean E55. I just like to blend out the color, so at the edges just kind of blend it out like this so it doesn't look too harsh, and just hit just the arch of the brow right there. And I have one thing left to do, and I feel like that's the hardest part, to find a lip combination for this look. I feel like I could rock a nude and a bold lip. So I think I'm going to start off by rocking a nude and then a bold lip. So today I wanted to rock these two new lipsticks from the Wildflower collection. I think they are just so beautiful, so just let me show you. This one right here is a fleshy nude peach, and this is called Barely Blooming. And this one right here is a cool toned raspberry shade, and this one is called Dahlia. I'm going to start off by applying Barely Blooming. And just for fun, I'm going to apply the Lip Switch in the shade Pink Lotus over top. Alright, so now I'm going to try on the shade Dahlia. Okay, so at first I was not sure which lipstick I liked better, but I think it is definitely this one. Let me know which one you thought looked better on me in the comment section down below. But that completes this look. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these one brand tutorials, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to follow me on my other social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I try to be active on Snapchat, so if you like daily vlogging, daily style things, then make sure to follow me on Snapchat. Leave any video requests down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. As always, have a beautiful day. Bye!